The interaction with Joel was, I mean, it was just simple. It was almost like he came in and within a few minutes of talking with him, we were comfortable. We probably knew within talking to him 15 minutes that we were going to go ahead and work with Sierra Homes because he just made us feel that comfortable and really understood that our situation where we just couldn't take care of the house anymore. And we needed to do something. And the solution was to sell the home. We were amazed. We thought that we had worked with the program with Joel where he was going to take the house and they would sell it. And we thought with the market nowadays that it would take, up to maybe 3 or 4 months. We signed the papers as we moved out for the house to be sold. So it was easy, it was fast, it was done. Working with the team, with Vincent, with Tara, they were great. Any questions that we had, they answered promptly and just made us feel, like they were there to support us. It went the speed of the sale was amazing. Like I said, we thought the house wouldn't sell for 3 or 4 months, and we signed the paperwork before we even moved out of the house, and the house was sold. So it was fast, it was quick. They were very transparent in every step. Joel explained everything thoroughly, so we understood everything. He made sure that answered all of our questions, so we felt comfortable working with Sierra Homes. The team, they worked with us with any question that we had. They helped us with different things. They helped us get electricity transferred over, any of that, kind of thing that had to be done. They helped us with it. They did some of it, which took some of the burden off of us.
Oh, this kind of leads into stress levels. How did working with them change the level of stress you felt about selling your home?
It completely changed our thought about, how hard was it going to be to sell the home. We had been in our home for 40 years. So that was the only house we'd ever had. So to do a sale now, and there was no stress. It was like, okay, they had us. They supported us. We knew that we would be taken care of. The outcome of the sale was what we expected. Like I said, Joel explained everything. Yeah. We knew exactly what was going to happen. And so it went just as we were told it would go. What did you think about the selling process?
Well, at the beginning, after living in it 40 years, and then come up with that stuff, I go, what? But then, we had to put a new roof on our house, air conditioning, all that stuff. But, it was a nice house. It was fun. But I made it through.
We would recommend Sierra home buyers to anybody we know that's looking to maybe in the same situation we are, where the house was just too much to take care of, that you needed a quick sale, that you needed a solution. And Sierra Homes helped us with that solution. It was really important. Like I said, for them to buy our house as it was, we'd been there 40 years. The house was starting to show its age. We weren't physically able to do some of the repairs that were needed to be done to the house. So it was actually a blessing that we didn't have to worry about doing anything to the home before we moved. So I know that it could have been really stressful. And with Sierra Homes, we didn't have that. The terms from Sierra home buyers, they were fair. Yeah. We totally understood that, we weren't going to have to do any repairs, that they were going to take care of it. So the price that they offered us, I felt was more than fair.
Yeah.
Joel explained the process and what we would expect, to see very well. He went over all the steps before he left that day. He must have spent 2 hours with us.
Yeah.
Going over everything and making sure that, we understood and that we didn't have any questions. And so I had no qualms about going forward with the process. Yeah, we came in with a little hiccup trying to move, and we needed them to be flexible with our move date, and they accommodated us. We had to change it twice,
Yeah.
and they were very accommodating, and we really appreciated that. It was an accommodation and a help. They were supportive. I was able to talk to Tara and explain to her what was going on, and she worked with the other people on their, in their group, and yes, it was just help and support. It didn't feel like it was just that Sierra Homes was going to come in, buy the house, and that's it. We, pretty cold and no customer service, but their customer service is outstanding. It really is.
Really.
They did really well.
Yeah.
We were very happy with the outcome. I think that Sierra Homes, they helped us when we had a problem. And, that helped us build a trust between the two of us. I knew that I could depend on them, that when we came, I was worried that we would talk to them and it would just, the whole thing would fall apart. And it didn't. They were able to accommodate us, and that helped me build the trust between the two of us. I would 100%, 100%, I would never even think twice about it.
They are so good.
We would use them again, yes. I 100%, we would consider Sierra Homes to sell another property because it was so easy and simple, and there was no stress, and it was done. Just boom. So yes.
It was amazing.
Definitely, we would use them again. We would definitely use Sierra Home Buyers in the future. They made the process so easy. It was done in less than 30 days. We didn't have to worry about anything.
Nothing.
So definitely we would use them again.
Unbelievable, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Potential sellers, I would tell them that Sierra Home Buyers are trustworthy, that they are honest,
Yes.
and they really think about customer service. It's not just about the sale.
They want the, like, do you have anything?
Yeah, I feel the same way, and it was just amazing. I couldn't believe it's not like buying a car, have all
The process with Sierra Home Buyers was easy. It was quick. Joel explained everything to us, so we really had no questions. And if we knew we could reach out anytime if we did.
Yeah, he was on top of everything. I'm sitting there, and he says, "Well, sign here," and a couple hours later, it's sold. And it was amazing. It's a great experience.
Sierra Home Buyers made the process easy and fast. We didn't expect everything to go as quickly as it did. So we were very excited when everything was said and done.
I go, really? That's all done? It was a lot of fun, to tell you the truth.
When we first called Sierra Home Buyers, I didn't know what to expect. All I knew was that we needed a solution. And as soon as I talked to them, I knew that we had made the right choice. It's been a win-win situation.
Really?
We are extremely happy with how we are right now. So, and like I said, these guys were so good to work with.
No fun. It was a lot of fun.